Alright, so what's going on, you guys? My name's Lorenzo. This is probably gonna be my first video, but here I have my 2002 Lexus. It's pretty dirty. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but yeah, my 2002 Lexus that I'm going to be doing a there you go, 1J swap on. So this is a 1J from a J1. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. So this is a 1J from a JS or JZS 171. So I believe it's like a Crown. It did come with an automatic transmission. I ended up taking off the automatic transmission and I sold it. We are going to be running a manual transmission since I do have a manual transmission in my Lexus is300. It is a W55 and it is pretty weak, so I am going to upgrade maybe to an R154. I'm not expecting to push that much power from it. I honestly, power goals, I'm looking at 300 to 400 horsepower, and it is going to be a drift car, so I don't want to raise the boost so much. But yeah, so it's going to be, let's see here. So I got my 1J here. I need a new oil pan. I'm going to put a new oil pan on. I have the OEM Toyota black sealant here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is the FIPG from Toyota. That's like $20 from the dealership. What else? I have the fuel pump hanger. I believe this one was tapped, because I don't think that's stock. So I believe it. Yeah, it is tapped. So it's tapped. It's an original is300 fuel pump that was tapped to have a fuel return line. And I believe it has a stock pump in there as well. I got an extra pedal. Don't really need that, but I got an extra gas pedal. I have the fuel line here. Don't know if it's a very good fuel line. Yeah, it's a pretty good fuel line. And then we got the throttle cable from a, I believe it's like a Camry or a Corolla. I can't remember. We have that as well. We got the fuel lines here. Got the fuel lines there. And then we also have the power steering reservoir. So I basically have everything I need to swap. The reason I am not swapping yet is because I am an O2, obviously manual, so I don't want to repin a lot of the body or a lot of the harness here. And as you can see, some of it was already repinned, but we'll deal with that later. As of right now, what I'm doing or what I'm waiting for. So right now, what I'm waiting for, basically, I'm just waiting for a few more things. I ordered a basically somewhat of a plug-and-play harness, so that it just plugs right into my O2. I don't have to do that much wiring. I am waiting for a rear main seal, because I'm going to redo that and do the housing of the rear main seal. I'm going to go ahead and use the FIPG black. Go ahead and reseal the whole housing of that. And that's pretty much it. After that, we'll be ready for the swap. I'm going to go ahead and record the whole swap and everything. And yeah, I'll go ahead and add some footage of just my stock car. The reason I'm swapping the motor, obviously this is a better motor in general, but the reason I'm swapping the motor is because my motor has low compression. I found out about 6 months ago, and it's still trucking. I don't have to swap it, but it has low compression, might as well swap it. And I'm doing it for a 1J, so it's going to be a perfect motor. An extra, what is it, about like 80 horsepower, and I could go ahead and do as much modifications as I want until I think they tap out. Stock 1Js tap out, I believe, around 700 horsepower. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out. We're gonna go. So I believe the stock 1J taps out about 700 horsepower, but we're gonna be well below that. And I'm gonna be drifting this car, so it's gonna be taking a lot of abuse, which is why I want to add that R154. Like I said before, I don't think I'm gonna go over 400 horsepower, and I've seen that that R154s are rated for about 700 horsepower or more. I'm not really sure yet. Haven't had an R154 myself yet, but one thing I do know is that the stock transmission in that Lexus is not going to hold up for very long. So I'm going to just try and take it easy for the first few months I have the car, but as soon as possible I want to do the R154 swap. Let's see, I already talked about everything I need. I'm going to be getting the intake from Drift Motion. I'm probably going to get a block off for the blow-off valve, the stock blow-off valve. I'm going to get a block off, and then I'm going to go ahead and run an HKS blow-off valve. My friend has one, and I really like how the sound is. It still has a flutter, but it has a slight whistle to it, and I just don't want so much flutter. I heard it's really bad, and these turbos are ceramic, so don't want to put more stress on the turbo than need be. So yeah, you guys stay tuned. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to follow up on what I'm doing. I give it about 2 weeks, so this is just going to be my first video of it, just kind of explaining what I have. And yeah, I don't know if I need anything else. I already went through everything. We have the fuel line here, we got the throttle cable, power steering, reservoir. I have the starter up there. I have some grounds up there and the fuel return line. Oh, then I have the ECU here, the 1J ECU, not immobilized. So sure, if you're already watching this video, you've seen plenty of other videos of people talking about non immobilized ECUs. Basically, you need something. If you have a plug here and it's black, I believe it's black, that means you have an immobilized ECU, so you need the key from the vehicle to start the car. Non-immobilized, you don't need the stock key. You can use your stock key, and as long as it turns in the ignition, it'll turn the vehicle on. So like I said, we're going to be doing this in about 2 weeks. Hopefully in about 2 weeks we'll get all the remaining parts in. My wire harness is being shipped to me right now from someone I met on SoCal Lexus. He's a really cool guy. I'll go ahead and plug him in. I mean, this saved me money if I'm gonna go standalone, which I'm not planning on going standalone, but it saved me some, honestly, time and headache of wiring this thing together. It's mostly a plug and play. This harness that he makes is only for manuals as of right now that I know of, but he said, and I think he's making an automatic one. So if you guys wanted to stick with the automatic 1J trans that most of the time comes with the motor when you buy from an importer, you could go ahead and run that stock trans. I am not running a stock. I am running my stock trans, but I'm not running the 1J stock trans. I'm gonna be throwing the W55 like I said earlier, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My car, it's an 02 super stock. I'll go ahead and add some footage of me drifting the super stock IS, but yeah, I mean, it's had low compression for almost a year now. It's always felt kind of sluggish since I bought it, and if you guys want, I could go ahead and do a walk around of the car if you guys want another video. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm not really sure how this video is going to come out. Hopefully you guys like it, and I'll keep you guys updated. So thank you, subscribe, and stay tuned. Also, I didn't know if you guys wanted to see this. It is a bug. I don't remember what year. It is my grandma's, and we might be doing something with this in the future. if I keep doing, we might do something with this in the future if I keep doing YouTube. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a build for me in the future. I'm not sure if it's ever going to make it to YouTube. Hopefully I keep going with this YouTube stuff. I'm just trying it out right now with my first 1J swap, and I'm doing all that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So again, stay tuned, subscribe, and keep you guys updated.